So good day. We will going to answer my assignment number 3. So problem number 1. Referring to the figure 1, reverse the polarity of the battery AB and the current direction through resistor RB. So question letter A, write Kirchhoff current equation at junction P. Then second, write Kirchhoff voltage equation for circuit BQ and MF P and B. So we should answer first letter A. So write the Kirchhoff current equation at junction P. So at junction P here. So we can now IF, which is this one, IF minus IE, this one, IE minus IB is equal to 0. So this is our answer for letter A. And the second one is Kirchhoff voltage equation for current circuit BQNMFP and B. So we can write first AB as our source plus ICRC, ICRC. We're going to this one. Then plus IARA, IARA. Then IF and RF, this one. And IB, IB and RB, this one. Is equal to 0. So this is our final answer. So this time we will answer the problem number 2. So problem number 2 says, referring to figure number 2, which is this one, change RA to 0.2 ohms, RB to 0.3 ohms, and RL to 0.5 ohms with the same battery polarities and with AA is equal to 24 volts and EB is 26 volt as shown. So calculate the current IL, IA, and IB. The second, the load voltage VL. Then the last one is the load and battery powers PL, PA, and PB using nodal method. So it is using nodal method. So basing on the um, diagram, we can now create IA plus IB, IA plus IB, this one, IB, minus IL, this one, IL is equal to 0. So if you add this one, will be this one. So we can conclude that IL is equal to IA plus IB. Then we all know that solving for current is equal to source or voltage over resistance for the resistance. So we can now IA is equal to EA minus VL, since this one, minus VL over RA. So IB, it still be IB, or AB I mean, minus VL. So we get this equation basing on this. So we can now conclude IA is equal to IL, IB I mean, IB minus IL. So that's why we are having this equation. So next is IL is equal to VL over RL. So substitute, be equal to IA will be equal to IA not EA is 24 volts minus VL since it is unknown. So 0.2 RA. So next one is EB is 26 volts minus VL over RB, which is 0.3. Then the next one, IL, is VL since it is unknown. RL is 0.5 ohms. So basing on this one, we can now solve for VL. So using this formula. So we can now use this, rewrite this to 24 volts minus VL over 0.2 plus 26 VL minus VL, I mean 0.3 is equal to VL over 0.5, which is the IL. So when divide this by divide the whole number, then transpose, so we can have VL cancel. It will not be cancelled, it will be transposed to another 0.2 plus VL, I mean minus, since it is minus VL here, minus VL over 0.3 minus, if we will transpose this, we will be VL 0.5, so equals to 24 divided by 24 divided by 0.2 is equal to 120 plus 26 divided by 0.3 is equal to 86.67 plus 120, so it will become negative 120 minus 86.67, so it will be equal to, copy this one, VL, negative VL over 0.2 minus negative VL over minus VL, I mean 0.3 minus VL over 0.5 will equal to 206.67. So this time we will going to get this the common denominator of these two, since we will subtracting them. So the common of them is 0.3. So we will get the corresponding fraction. So 0.3 divided by 2 is 0.3 divide 2, I mean divide 0.2 will be equal to 3 halves or 1.5. 1.5 L is equal BL. Then minus 0.3 divided by 0.3 will be 0. So it will be 1, I mean, then times VL will be VL minus 0.5 divided by 0.3 will be equal to 0.6 times VL will be 0.6 VL. Copy 106.67. Then proceed to subtraction, will be equal to 3.1 VL over 0.3, so be equal to negative 206.67. then cross multiply negative 3.1 VL time negative is equal to 206.67 times 0.3, so it will become VL is equal to negative 62.001. Then divide both sides by 3.1, so it will be VL will be equal to 20 volts. So using 20 volts to this equation, so will become to compute IA is equal to 24 volts minus 20, which is our BL, over 0.2 will be equal to 20 ampere. This is our IA. Then compute for IB, which is 20 volts, 26 volts minus 20, which is our VL, over 0.3 will be equal to 20. ampere, which is our IB. So solve for IL. So IL is equal to IA plus IB. Then our IA is 20 plus 20 will be equal to 40 ampere. This is our IL. Then let us now solve for the power. So P A is equal to VA times IA. Then our VA is 24 basing on this. So 24 times 20, which is our IA. So 20 times 24 is 480 watts. This one. Then the third one, P out second one is PB is equal to VB times IB. So VB is 26 times 20 is equal to 520 watts. Then PL, so full PL is equal to VL IL. So our 20 VL is 20, this one, then times 20 or 40 our IL, so it will become to 800 watts. So that's all.